Apparently, I forgot that it was Taurus season. Jeez, dude. Yeah. But it takes a great deal of patience just being me alone. I have to work hard. And when I say work hard, I don't even mean work as in working hard. I mean uh, smart, consistent. Uh, I want to say patient, but really feeling and seeing and understanding the timing of things. I don't really think has much to do with patience. I see patience being more of a thing that you don't know. I see patience being a thing where, well, you don't really know what's happening or what is going on or what you're gonna do next. So you just kind of have to be patient, wait for a little bit, and at least that's what I'll say. The idea of what patience used to be or is that you just kind of like they used to say, good things come to those who wait. That's kind of the same, little thing I hear when it comes to that. But I don't know how much of a process. Like I'm not good with doing it. Is what I mean. Like I'm not good. I'm not, I don't know, and that's why I think maybe some people started to really think about them saying stuff like that and saying that patience is like all this stuff because, or you kind of just don't have to do much to be. Like patience is almost like a non-action, and I don't see it as being a non-action. I see it as being very much, you don't have to over because this is where what I'm getting into when I say hard work is being able to go through work in my mind like this to decipher all of these things because I can't just say, well, just be patient, chill. No, be patient, work extremely hard, and make things even more difficult for yourself. That's not what I mean when I say hard work. It's seeing like I'm doing right now. Okay, well, because I gotta get it out. There's so many things that stem from this more so than just me talking about this, but just deciphering everything to make things make sense for me is work, or it's draining at times and things like this or whatever. It takes its toll because it's like I've said before, man. It's way more psychological for me. Super, 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 way more super, 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 super psychological for me. To the point I even question what I'm even doing in this thing. To be honest, like I really like it's so deep into that I question this body. Like that's how deep the psychology thing is. Because it's always in my head, always in my head. Nothing ever is outside of, well, did that really happen? Or are you just tripping? Was it really that serious? Or were they really trying to get you or whatever? It always turns out to be nothing or whatever. Or something of insignificance. So when I say hard work, I don't mean hard work. You're supposed to work smarter anyway. But what I mean is deciphering, analyzing, doing those things to be able to work smarter and say, oh, okay, well, because I say patience, I think that's putting myself at ease. I think it's not working hard or not working smart because it's not work, which is correct. Patience is not work. It's easy. But at times it can be strenuous to really like dig deep, find out, or have that type of patience to where you just kind of let things come to you. Let those epiphanies hit you, where they may. Let the chips fall where they may when it comes to these things. And that's at times difficult because you can't just always, work off of this clean slate that there's nothing to worry about and you don't have much to do. You just got to be patient about it. And that's why I'm saying the whole thing about it's like it's not hard work, but it's showing easy work to be able to know, okay, well, I can do what I can type of patience. I might not be able to do everything right now type of patience. What else could I be doing type of patience? Like, if not that, then how can I go about it in a different way with this one particular thing? Or going through those motions and emotions and all those things and actually feeling it all out is big for me, because usually I can just analyze through it. I don't have to think about it, just analyze through it. Simple. But now I actually have to feel the shit. I'm like, I gotta actually feel things. Like I say, man, I'm learning this is Taurus season, dude. It's a crazy thing to like talk like this and say this, but it's true. It's like me ready to rip and run and do all this stuff, and realizing that we're in this season of not ripping and running and doing all this extra shit. Like, not to say you can't, but I guess it's just this season of patience and knowing and pushing through certain things, but not actually having to push, but actually sitting back and being patient and having that, oh, okay, well, I'm going to do what I can control. I'm going to do what I can work with. I'm going to do what I can do for me, and that be the patience. Because if I sit and don't do anything, yeah, I'm going to go insane. So just being me alone, the amount of time, or I don't even want to say all that, but I would say time and effort I would have to put into being patient and working through these things. And I say, if I'm not on the top of how to do it, right? So just me being alone, I have to work hard at a lot of things. And if I'm not on top of it, of how I do it, it will definitely get away from me presenting new abilities to myself. Is a great help, because it shows that I'm able to put in what I know I have within me into action, my own action. Like, these times come along that go, okay, yes, you did put in the work to get the associates or the networking, or whatever the case. You did work hard to go do that, but now your networks and all the things that you've come across are now doing their own thing. What can you do for yourself in the meantime and in between time? This is the real question. Showing that great deal of patience through things that take a lot of patience to get through, even if it doesn't feel like nothing is happening or moving. I have to be confident that within due time, if I can stay consistent, it will happen for me. It's a hard pill to swallow at times because how long it takes and how many bumps and interactions and things like that, roadblocks. That it is as hard as it is, right? Like the time that it has to be able to see it through, but knowing that as long as I continue to have that patience, make that happen, or at least whatever happened within this moment. And so that's really it, man. I'm speaking just on patience again, really. But for me, just taking in the fact that, that it is like, it's just another opportunity for me to showcase who I am as a person, my resolve, all that stuff like that. Being able to put that on display, being able to put that out there for people to still see that, even though I may not be doing much, because I need, it's all about kind of respecting the energies a little bit and things like that, and the movements of life, and realizing that every month has its own flavor. The flavor of the month, I'm sure that's probably where they really got that from. It was esoterically and astrology and all that shit. It is the flavor. the flavor of the month, man. It's like, and now, because even Dola was talking about how, like, too, it doesn't always have to be slow. Like when you hear Taurus, right? It doesn't. Taurus doesn't mean slow. They mean, because he was speaking on that. It was like people hear slow, and it's really more consistent on a consistent basis. That how they move. You know, it could be fast as hell, but it's just about how you go about doing it. Like I said, it's more consistency than it is being slow, as in physically or mentally. It's having that type of patience and me seeing that, you know, because we just got out of, out of Aries, right? That, feeling that and just ready to do everything. Still realizing that, there's still an opportunity for me to do a bunch of things and everything. Just in a more consistent, calmer nature, if you will. Just a smoother way to go about putting in hard work instead of thinking that you need to go like to the wall and back and then some, Cause that shit eats me up, man. When I'm looking like, dude, I'll be ready to do some stuff and some shit like this comes along. Where I was feeling good about, moving and grooving, sweating and getting it. And then, you know what I'm saying? Cause, not like I can even, it can, not like I'm not doing it or it can't happen. Just seeing how a bunch of other things they come into play. They kind of not deter necessarily, but just redirect. They kind of direct in a different fashion, if you will, with how you do it. And if you're not aware of the things changing like this, it's like, but that's a good example right there, though. Just trying to be in Aries season, but being in Taurus season. It's just like, if you're not aware of that, then it can mess you up. I can see how that can easily happen. Like you think you got everything together, you're doing, and you don't know the energies. You don't know that there's a reason why you're slowing down this month or this day or whatever the case, or things seem a little more, It's like, well, did you check in what month it is? Did you check in what day it is? Did you check in? Did you check in at all on what's going on? And so, still doing it, still doing other things. But it just gets to me, and that's why I think I'm making this video more than anything, because this has been a beautiful little, like, cycle or whatever, just a revolving door in my life. Like I said, with the psychological thing, where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start doing all this stuff. I'm gonna work, and I like I'm saying I'm not saying like I'm just gonna stop doing it. I just posted one yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Now I gotta go check. I don't even remember now. See, it goes dude. I don't like it. But me saying, oh, like, you know what I'm saying, and then boom, like shit like this happens. Or I gotta do 3-4 other things, or this thing, the internet shut down. Let's say internet goes out, now I gotta go start doing uploads somewhere else now, or something like that. It's little things like that, dude. It's little things like that just go, man, that's what's up. That's what's up. And you gotta kind of work through it, and that's why I say this is where I'm speaking on the hard work, the change of energies, and just being aware of it all. Because it's not hard work like, strenuous, but it's we got this. We got this hard work. We got this. We can do this. We just gotta prioritize. We just gotta, like I said, be consistent, slow it down. You know how, like I said before, you got the spectrum that's real small, and then you got the big long spectrum where it kind of takes a second and then bounce back, kind of like that. It's just spreading out that spectrum to get more out of it. Still the same. You know how you edit a video, but you can make it like a 3-second video, like a 40-second video, 40-minute video, 3-hour long video, whatever the case. But it's still the same. You just get more details within that 3 seconds. That's how I see it. That's how I'm looking at it. It's really honing in on the details, kind of like Virgo, but of course in a less analytical, more loving, more passionate, more I would say stubborn, more driven way. Maybe not necessarily stubborn, but driven. Maybe, you know, so just more of a like laid back type of consistency. This is how I'm seeing it. I don't, you know, just how I'm seeing it. But that's how I see it. This was short, so I'm gonna keep it short. But that's all. I just kind of like updating, speaking on it, because it's like, dude, the amount of shit that just started happening, which ain't even much, which is, again, it's what I speak to the whole psychology thing. Not even a whole lot happened, but it's just because, you know, I got to get over the whole, and this is what I mean, getting over the whole throwing my schedule off in my head, how I thought things were going to be, you know, just, you know, me having a set way. I knew I'm going to do it like this, I'm going to do it like this, I'm going to get it like this. And like I said, man, I can't say and speak on, oh, I'm going to do this every day, or I'm going to do like this, and I'm never going to, oh, I can't ever do that. I can't ever, I have to have, with my Scorpio rising, more confidence in the unknown, the random, the who knows, you know, the maybes. I must and have to put all of my confidence in that could happen. That could also happen. That is very possible. Highly probable. You know, it could be. It could be. So, that's where I'm at right now. And I'm not frustrated about it. No. Me? Frustrated about getting work done or not being able to get the work done? Me? Also working on my sarcasm and doing it less and just being upfront about things? Me?